Good morning. Unless if you're watching us at night. And what's up? So, about to do a blind update for y'all. But first, let me show you what I'm working with. Got stuck this morning using some OSB to put up underneath the tire. I've been out here, I'm all muddy and everything now. Been out here for probably about an hour. I had the game warden come by. He stopped after I was already stuck. And he saw that I drove through the field right here. And I did ask him, I said, hey, I have to brush this blind and it's gonna take a couple trailers full to be able to, get the brush back up in there. Can we either back or pull down in here and do like a U-turn? Cause it's just, it's like almost like weeds down in here. But pull down in here, pull the brush off and drag it through this tree line. The tree line's probably, I don't know, say about 25, 30 yards deep. And then we have the blind. And he said it's cool. So, but before, one of the other guys got stuck down in here, and I guess the game warden got mad about it. But this guy was completely cool with it. He said, it's a long walk from the road down in here, especially with brush and all the wood that we have to build this thing since they burned it down. But I'll stop boring y'all with all the talking. I may end up putting a piece of OSB underneath this tire as well, just to give me some more traction. But if you're ever stuck in a field, before you start really rutting it up, the tires are spinning, you know that, you don't have four-wheel drive, and you can't really rock it back and forth being a automatic. Just stop what you're doing, grab a jack, hopefully you got some wood with you, and jack it up, put the fresh wood underneath it, one that like isn't already muddy and slick, and hopefully it'll work. So I'll show you out here in a minute if I'm able to get unstuck. All right, so an update, what I've resorted to. We slid off the OSB when I was trying to go forward. Went and got some bigger pieces of wood here. I've taken some rocks, put them underneath the tire, did a whole line of them so that way hopefully get some traction on it because it still wouldn't even drive on the actual wood. Riddle me that one. And then I took some tire pressure out. I called my dad. He suggested that. So that's what they typically do on the beach. So hopefully it'll crimp down on those rocks and give me some traction. So once I get it going, I wouldn't say haul ass, but I'm gonna give it some gas to get up on out of here, get some speed going. So it did start drizzling, so then it made everything wet again. It wasn't even supposed to rain today, but I'm gonna grab some more rocks and hopefully this bad boy will work. I got it. That did the trick. So it wanted to get stuck again, but before she started spinning, I turned around, took a piece of OSB, threw it behind it. I kicked in some rocks behind the wheel, backed it up a little bit, and as soon as she started rolling forward, I went ahead and got it the rest of the way. So I'll let you see my mess, and then we'll get working on the blind. So pretty much that's it. Didn't really rut anything. So this is all like just wet mud. So through here with the little weed grass. But yep, some rocks, pieces of wood, the jack, and got it up on out of here. So no more playing around. I wasted 2.5 hours doing that. So could already been done with the roof and the siding by now, but hey, we'll see if we can get this knocked out before it gets too hot today. So if you stuck in this long, I'm sorry you clicked on this video for a blind build, but I thought it was too funny not to videotape my failures. So, but just hang in there with me. Here we go. All right, so I went ahead and finished up the siding there. We got siding all down the side. We used old barn wood. Finished up this side too. Left some space in here so that way, the guys can get down low and be scanning instead of standing up and letting the birds see them. The same thing down here. I plan on sitting down on this end, so I left a smaller gap because I'll probably have the camera, my big camera, set up right here in this corner. And I got the roofing framed out. What I'm gonna do is put this plywood up on top and start sheeting it in. My buddy Josh has been supplying a lot of material, a lot of help. He's got some fiberglass material. So once I throw this this plywood up on top, it'll give more to screw into. And if we end up ditching the idea of the fiberglass just because of making the trips with it, because it's kind of big sheets, what the two ideas I came up with is we can either use tarp paper, so kind of like what they put underneath shingles on a house, or if y'all go back and look at my videos where we made a homemade pond in a field where there's no pond. So it's pretty much like a black tarp, and it's got no shine to it. So they make big enough sheets where this will cover the entire roof, and what we can do is cinch it down and go about it that way. But at least I'll put the plywood up on top, and we'll see if we can get that knocked out today. All right, well, went ahead and put the plywood up on top. I left some edges out, that's fine. It'll break up the lines for when we go to brush it in and that sort of thing. So that way it's just not super crisp. Leave it just like that, and you know, it could protect us from some rain a little bit more. But what I'll do is go in here and make braces down the middle and where these seams are, especially this portion right here, because this is like one sheet and it's super flimsy down the middle. So I might even run a board this way, but definitely running along the ends there. And then I got looking at it, I might just do the tarp idea. I don't know, I'll run it by the guys and see what they want to do, unless if they got another idea. But I'll just run it just like that. But so far, this is it. So you got the ladder to come up in here, place to pull the boat. We're thinking about doing a place up underneath the blind to pull the boat in, but if anything, we can pull it back in the woods too. So there's plenty of spots. Once you come up in here, we got enough room for everybody. Everything's pretty much all done. So I just gotta throw that tarp there up on the roof, or whatever other idea we come up with. The other things I'm gonna be making is I'm gonna make like a shelf back here. That way we could put some gear. And then back here on my side of the blind, we have the place to go to the bathroom. So I'm gonna make a little spot right there, hang up a curtain. And then other things I'd like to do in here, probably get some of that super cheap Walmart burlap, so that way we can burlap the front, so that way we don't have any closing doors or anything like that to flare birds. And that way it'll hide the guys when they're back here relaxing, waiting for another group to come in. And then obviously lastly is the bench. So I'm gonna make a bench where I'm almost sitting 90 degrees with my knees, so that way it's really easy to stand up, and we get down low enough, because I don't want it too low to the point where I can't see the hole out in front of me. So I don't like being that low in the blind, that's just me. And then I'm definitely going to make a backrest as well, because those long sits, you know, it'll hurt your back older you get. So it's all coming together. Really, the next big thing, well, besides the finishing off the roof, is brushing it. And then all the other things is just little stuff. We got enough wood for it, so we should be straight. But I appreciate y'all following along with me on this. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and be sure to smash the thumbs up. That at least lets me know that you like the content. But yeah, so we'll see you on the next one. Y'all have fun. Stay safe out there.